This is a reading about how you're inspiring others right now. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath together. And I just ask that we're grounded, present, and open to receive messages. Maybe take another deep breath if you need to. Just really fill up yourself. It feels like it's kind of like that wave of just kind of being hit with the truth. And I don't know, I think it has to do with how, again, the focus of the reading is how you're inspiring others and you're believing it, and it feels good, but it feels like a lot. And so it's about how you're able to manage those emotions and feelings that are coming up right now and allowing it to move through your body. It's like, you know, I get a sense of like regeneration, like you're not only inspiring others, but through the work that you're doing, it's like on a cellular level, you're changing. And if you feel this emotion coming up, I think it's about letting it flow through your entire body and focusing and noticing the parts that are, in a sense, like craving it more, or you're feeling it more, you're noticing it more. Maybe there's pain, maybe there's other sensations, and just keep breathing through it, man. This is some good stuff. So let's get into it. I have the Two of Wands and the Lovers card. These both are showing choices that you're making, and when it comes to like the Lovers, right, and what Gemini, how it responds and relates to the Lovers card, you know, you're seeing your close groups of friends, your siblings, if you have them, cousins, family members, like distant relatives in a sense, and they're seeing the choices that you've made to get you to the place that you are right now. And I think they realize how these choices weren't easy, but you've chosen your heart, you've chosen the things that make logical sense, and they're saying this like really grounded, structured individual that like not only can keep a sense of lightness in times of difficulties, but you've made the right choices. And so I think the inspiration that you're feeling is just like the belief in yourself, like, oh wow, like I would like, you're doing it and people are seeing it. So yeah, just, it's something to be so proud of. What is the result of the choices that you've made right now? Queen of Swords and Seven of Wands. I know this combination came up a couple readings ago, and you know, I want to say it was about like asserting your boundaries and having the clarity and ability to articulate what's going on so that you can continue to stand your ground. And this is about like standing up for yourself, not because you're against anybody, right? But it's like standing up against yourself in a sense because of the growth that you've been desiring to experience. And it's that commitment. I think the Queen of Swords is not only, in a sense, nurturing your mentality that you have, but it's like the reassurance that the ground that you've stood and the fights that you've fought, the passion that you've had, it's all worth it. And so even though these choices that you've made are difficult, the result is beautiful. The inspiration that you have is, you're glowing right now. Ooh, got something. Just want to see what it is. Five of Wands. There's still a lot of conflict that I think you're working through, whether it's internal conflict. I think it's, you know, it's just something that we all go through, right? Our inner voice and places that maybe people don't always reach us, but we're starting to see those deeper, more subconscious aspects of ourselves, and it's important that you're doing this work, because the late night hours and, in a sense, loneliness, isolation that you felt through this time is creating, let's see, what's it creating for you? Ten of Swords and the Emperor. A release from the heaviness when it comes to how you're protecting and building your community. You know, it's like a release of doubt, a release of heaviness in all your ways that your thoughts are working against you. And so the bottom of the deck, we have Lovers, and I think your heart's always been in it, but it's the way that we send doubt to ourselves, right? And how we create our own obstacles, how we manipulate ourselves, not for the good, right, but for the ways that we're lying to ourselves. And you're releasing that because the Emperor sees that this vulnerability is important, and people are recognizing you, not because you want to be recognized, right? But it feels good to be seen. It feels good to be seen in the ways that nobody can ever really know, but you know, and your character is strong in that. And so as you release the mental heaviness, how are you going to continue to inspire others with this energy that you're embodying right now? A Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands. Because you know what happiness is. You know what joy is. And you realize that, you know, we fluctuate and have an emotional experience that's multidimensional and always changing. And your ability to bounce back and focus on what ignites you is beautiful. And this is like where I get like the sensation, like it was just like a wave of emotion of wanting to cry, of happiness, because even if you feel like you have to keep climbing mountains, it's sitting here and enjoying the view and being able to see everything from your past and what you've overcome to get to the top. You know how to keep climbing. You know how to find your center again. You know that if things get hard, there's always a way to recalibrate and have faith in yourself. And while community is important, to, like the way that you're an example to your community, it's always taking it back to how can I be independent. And there's a sense of releasing the codependent natures that maybe you've embodied before as an example to other people. All right, that's beautiful. Much love.